Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Sunday. I'm going to be doing something like this morning. As soon as I get settled in here. This is a really cool way really easy way. If you've never done art before, I think you're going to really like this style of flowers. It's simple. And I'm going to kind of demonstrate how to do it here live. And I'm going to try and get it done quickly because I got to run to the art store and get some more supplies. But let me get started. I'll show you how to do this. This is acrylic. This is like media paper, multimedia, mixed media. It's good for acrylic, watercolor, pen, and pencil. You could use it for all those things. And you can use any paint. This is acrylic paint. I'm using really bright colors for the flowers. And this is the black I use to design all the flowers afterwards. This is ivory black, though. I use Winsor Newton ivory black. It seems to work really good. You don't want ours black because it's too black. It covers the colors too much. And then all you need, this is kind of like a tutorial live today. All you need is a fill brush. I use a pretty big one to get all my colors down. Ruben, how you doing? You're up early, right on. Well, actually, it's not too early. I'm going to try and do a quick live demonstration how I do these flower pots. Good to see you. I'm going to use, this is like, I'm going to make a flower pot first. This is like almost a turquoise blue with some purple in there, but let's just make a round top up here. So all our flowers will be coming out of there. Now I want to make a round pot. We'll just kind of make like a weird looking flower pot here. Doesn't have to be perfect. We want it to look kind of abstract looking. There we go. Doesn't that look cool? Flower pot there. And now we'll do a table. We'll do a white table. Let me rinse the brush. So this is a really simple technique, but it comes out looking pretty cool. I'm gonna do like a little bit of a little green and a little bit of green and white. Maybe I'll show you how I mix my colors. I just grab some white and put a little green in it. So now we want to put a table here. We're going to set this pot on a table. I like to use light colors because then when I put the black on top of it, the cut through pretty good. Let's mix some of that in there. See how cool that looks when you mix the colors? Just pull that color around. Shaping the bottom of the pot. You see that? We'll make a little shadow now with that blue. There we go. All right, there's our table. It's got a lot of different colors in there now. Now the next thing is just some flowers. We're just going to throw random color up there. I like to put a little bit of white in each color. So we'll grab some pink. Lighten it up a little bit. White. Throw random color up here now. Let's put a little yellow in there. We'll get a different type of color. This almost looks like pastel colors, but I like it. Got some purple and white. Almost looks like that one. Let's do turquoise color. Just putting random colors up here, and then I'll design flowers on top of it. It's going to look pretty wicked. Let me rinse the brush off now. Okay, this is turning out. These are almost like pastel colors. Doesn't that look cool? Now I'm going to put some green in here for leaves. I got this light green here. And you don't have to make leaves. Just put some green down here like this. With the black on, that's when the leaves will kind of appear. We just want to get the color in there. There we go. That looks good. All right, there's the flower arrangement. Now we need to do a background. I'm trying to go fast because I want this to go quick. I'm trying to make a few shorts out of here. All right, now I'm going to do the back. We'll pick a light color for the background. We'll just take some in white, and we'll just put a background around the flower now. It's like white and pink. White and red makes pink. A lot of water on the brush, so it... All right, there it is. That almost looks like that, but now we're going to put the black on it and make flowers. Wow, doesn't that look cool already, just with the colors? Did that in 8 minutes. All right, now here's the fun part. We're going to design some flowers. Ruben, good mood. Most of the teams I like won yesterday. Right on. Cool. Anything going on today that you're going to watch? So like I said, this style of flowers, we're going to put the black on. It's almost like how a comic book works. Now, if this was a comic, they would probably pen in black in here, but we're going to use a knife so it looks more abstract. And I use this ivory black, okay? Because it's not opaque, it's really translucent, so it works really good. So I'll be just using black from now on. Let's start by making a flower so I can show you how cool this works. Let's put one up here. So to do, sometimes I'll start with a little black in the middle and then wipe your knife off. And now from the center, let's pull out some petals from the center. Really fast. Let the knife do the work. Look at that. Almost our flower, doesn't it? Look how cool that looks. Why isn't this focusing? Hocus pocus. My camera's been acting up lately. Sometimes my audio is like goes in and out. That is not focusing. I want to show you how crisp that is. Look at how cool that looks up close. I just did that in like 5 seconds, that flower. Isn't that cool? And you can see how the colors show underneath as you scratch the colors out of the center and create whatever you want to create. Now we're going to fill this whole painting in with stuff like that, so we'll see how it turns out. It's focused right there. All right, that looks cool. Now let's do another flower real quick. I'll do one similar to that over side. We'll have it pointing like sideways. So I just put a dab of black in the center. Let's put a little more. Put a bunch of black in the... Then wipe your knife off. And now let's pull this one so it's looking sideways. So we'll start in the center. There we go. So it's kind of facing off. I'll put the centers on here at the very end. This paint is still kind of a little wet underneath, so it's probably better to let it dry a little bit before you start scratching on it. Let's do some leaves down here now. The leaves are a little different. We'll just put some like this, like a stem. We'll put one over here too. Now wipe your knife off and we're going to create some petals, leaves in here by curving these down. See how those kind of look? They're more pointy. I haven't been able to figure out how to make them round at the end yet. This is still in its infancy, this technique. But see how it looks like the leaves are coming out of the pot now? Look how cool that looks. Let me zoom into it for you. See how cool that looks by just moving the black with your knife? It's a really cool technique. I think it's really fun. I think if you master this technique, you're going to really enjoy doing this type of painting. I don't like pouring. I know there's a lot of artists out there that pour paint. They just pour the paint on the canvas, and I don't know. I'm not really into that. I want to put stems in here first now before I put any more flowers. So to make some stems, what we're going to do is just put a straight line up here with your knife, a couple of them. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just some lines. Now wipe your knife off again. Wipe off, and from here, just take your knife down the middle of it and pull it up. That's all you got to do for your stems. Marianne, hey! Tampa Bay Bucks. All right. Cool. I gotta text Lisa real quick. She was just calling me. All right, let's do some more flowers. I'm gonna do another little short. I don't know if you noticed, on my thing now they gave me a new function. This short button, it records the 40 seconds of whatever I do after I hit the button. So I'm trying to make little shorts as well as I'm doing this. All right, let's do another flower right here on this pink section. We'll put the black in the middle like that. Wipe your knife off. And this one looking straight back at us. We'll just pull the petal right out. You can pull out as much as you want. Put as many petals on there as you want. These are really pointy petals. Look at that. Doesn't that look cool? Really cool technique. It reminds me of a comic book. How they do the ink work in a comic book. But look at that. I can already tell this one's going to come out looking pretty good. Those, to me, they look pretty wicked, you know. I'm not really a flower type of person. But the way I make these, it looks pretty cool. Let's do a small one right here. Just a small flower here. Look at that. I didn't put any color down here, but watch this. We're going to put a flower down here. So just put, we'll put some black here. And let's create a cool flower here. Maybe I'll make the petals here. Look at that. So it's kind of laying flat that way. And we'll put a, let's put a stem on it. So when I do my stem, I just put the black there, wipe my knife off, wipe the knife off, and then take the tip and just run it through that cut. And you could pull some out for the leaves over here. Pull some of that color out. Maybe put some points on your stem. Look at that. Whoops. You missed all that, but look how cool that flower came out with the stem. Really nice. This is kind of like a tutorial live stream. I usually just like to paint, but I'm kind of explaining this style because, I mean, I just came up with this not too long ago. It's brand new to me. It's pretty, I don't know why my audio keeps cutting out. It seems like it cuts out on important words. It's kind of weird. It's almost like I think YouTube is cutting out my audio on purpose. Just for the lack of, I've had a big lull recently on activity. I don't know what that's about, but Man, this looks cool. This almost looks like, yeah, like cuts the words off. Mine half, like if I say the word like white, it cuts it out and you only hear like at the end, you know, it's kind of weird. Now here's I'm gonna do kind of like a rose type petals. This is a little harder to learn, so you could probably, you just make like a half circle like this, and then a half circle around that one. Don't try and make it perfect. Make another half circle around that. Just run your knife through it, and then another half circle around that, and then run your knife through it like I do the stems. And then look at that. You got kind of like the front part of a rose there. See how cool that looks? I'm going to try and go through all the different style flowers that I know how to make on this one. Let's do one that looks like, here's a different style flower now. We'll put it right here in the middle. We'll put a little dab of paint down here, black, wipe off, and now we're going to pull it up like a cup, like this. And we'll pull down. Run your knife straight down for the stem, just like that. There we go. It's a different type of flower. That's kind of look, maybe the side view of a rose or something. This is looking pretty good. What I like about this style, over the top of these flowers now, you watch this. Now we want to layer a flower like right in here, so we can do that. Put black here, wipe your knife off. Now let's pull the petals out. You can go over those flowers that are already there. So it looks layered, okay? See how cool that looks? Didn't really mess the other flowers. It just looks more layered now. It's really turning out good. I want to put some more flower here, a green flower. Look at that one. Wow. I'm trying to make them a little different if I can. One right in here. You got to kind of whip it out fast. Because it looks better when the lines are really... That's a lot of stuff in there. I think we got room for more. Let's fill it in. We'll put a small one here. I mean, let's try and do a really small one here. All right, now let's do the flower pot. Flower pots, what I'm going to do is outline it first with black. We'll just outline the edge of it. Don't worry about being perfect. Just we'll run an edge around it. Now the same thing, wipe your knife off and run your knife through the paint. Just run it through it. Make some wiggly Doesn't that look cool? Now we can make this look round by putting put some black lines in here and curve them like this. Maybe just 3 of them. Now wipe your knife off and do the same with your knife and just run it through the paint, just the tip of it. Kind of makes it look like it's in a circle now. And we'll do one more down the middle here so it looks, so it helps the pot's got a dimension of roundness. Good enough. There's a lot of different ways you can do that. So, and the table, I'm going to edge we'll edge around the table. I really like this style. I'm going to try and have it mastered pretty quick here. I'm going to try find different tools to use with this style. It's a knife to make it easier. Put a shadow here. All right, looking good so far. Look at that. Wow. Doesn't that look cool? 30 minutes. I really dig this style. Looks like I need a rose up top there. I'm going to do another short. Let's put this up here in this pink section. No, I don't know if we got enough room. I'll do it just another regular up here. There we go. That looks cool. Let's try another flower over here. cool. Just fill it up with as many flowers as you want. And that's what I like about this. You can layer it even after another one. Go. I think that's about all I'm going to do. I'm going to put a leaf right here. All right, guys. I just wanted this to be a short live, so I'm going to leave it at 32 minutes. But look how cool that looks. Really fun. Let me zoom into some of these flowers, and I could have done like this rose up here. Those are kind of cool. You can make them different sizes. And look at the leaves, how cool the leaves come out. I recommend getting a book like this, of this, to do this and practice, because you get like 30 pages in here. You could practice on this mixed media paper, and until you get good at scraping, because it's going to take a while to get used to that knife to pull the black out and shape it. It takes a little practice, but look at the quality though. All right, guys, I'll be in about 30 minutes. I got to run to the store and get some more ivory black, which we'll use for this style. I'm out, so we'll see you in a little bit. We'll see you, Ruben. See you, Marianne. Cheers.